First up, two amazing all-star battles in our Titanic tournament to find the best of the best. Panic Attack takes on Firestorm, and then Hypno-Disc will go head-to-head with Behemoth. In our metal-mashing Mayhem, Wild Thing meets Arnold, Terminegger, and the excellent Fluffy. Can Behemoth hang on to their challenge belt as another robot steps up in the quest for ultimate robo-glory? And finally, there's our International Inferno, where Panic Attack will meet teams from Germany, Holland, and the United States of America. So far, international relations do look friendly, but that's bound to change.
This should be spectacular. 4 champions from around the world have come here to battle it out for world domination. We've got a team from the States, from Holland, from Germany, and our very own Panic Attack are going to be representing the UK. Now, so far, international relations do look friendly, but Craig, I think that's going to change.
Well, there's no question about that. But while the opposing armies prepare, we've got another spectacular Robo-Rumble brewing, our All-Stars tournament. So, let the wars begin!
First up, what a battle. Panic Attack, the champions of the Second Wars, and Firestorm, a previous grand finalist. Jules, there are twinkling stars and there are bright blazing stars to light up the Robot Wars firmament. And we have them here.
Well, Jonathan, this might be an all-star battle, but I think it's brewing into a bit of a grudge match. Apparently Panic Attack want vengeance. Who do you want vengeance on?
Firestorm 2.
Why? What happened?
They beat us in Series 3.
And is vengeance going to be sweet? Going to make
Yes!
Yes, it is, isn't it? It's fantastic. Kim, what happened? How did you lose? Oh, you just saw losers.
Well, the robot last time wasn't 100%, so I think they had it easy last time, not this time.
And are we more extreme for these wars? Are we bigger and better? What have you done?
We've increased the weight limit, we now have skirts, and we've changed the mechanism on the top so we can lift or grab. So they got no chance.
Have you got a message for them?
Yeah, you know what's left at the end of a firestorm is ashes. Well, we're going to put their flames out.
Ooh, we like that fighting talk. So, Panic Attack want revenge. They hate your guts. What did you do to them the last time you fought them?
We trashed them.
Completely pulverised them?
Destroyed them completely.
Yeah. Well, they told me that it was a very close judge's decision and they think it should have gone in their favour.
Nah, no way. It was no contest. We should have won it, and we did.
Let's have a look at that previous clash. It came in the semi-final of Series 3. Panic Attack started the favourite in this battle, but it was Firestorm the aggressor right from the start with the flipping mechanism, Graham Bone at the controls. And whatever the Panic Attack team, driven on by the experienced Kim Davis, tried, they couldn't pull it off. And it was Firestorm who went through to the grand final on that occasion on a judge's decision.
We've done it once, we'll do it again.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm, just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster two at 12 miles an hour, electric power to ignite our Firestorm.
Hello, my name's Graham Bone. This is Alice Mordew, and the newest member of the team, Hazel Heslop. This is our robot Firestorm. We're back for another wars, revamped, ready to go again, ready to do what we can, ready to win.
From Thornhill, Panic Attack.
Wearing protective skirts this time around, the weapon can lift and grab. 2 lorry windscreen motors provide the power. This machine's never failed to reach at least the semi-finals of the main Robot Wars.
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis, this is my son Michael, and this is Christian. This is our robot Panic Attack. This year, we're here to cause some serious damage. We're going to mangle, maim, and crush.
And for a feistier fight, we've thrown in our house robot pair, Dead Metal, all crushing arms and flashing saw. And the mighty Sir Killalot with a lance. He's in no mood to dance and prance.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm team there. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew and Hazel Hislop. They're the Panic Attack boys. Strong start by Panic Attack, immediately on the attack, but is that dangerous because they've gone over the top of Firestorm, and Firestorm 3 using that pneumatic flipper straight away. And Panic Attack in trouble here. It was almost like a suicidal lunge at Firestorm 3, flicking Panic Attack up and over, rocking and crashing. It's using its forklift weapons to try and right here with Kim Davis at the controls. He's a maintenance manager by trade. but driven onto the arena sidewall by Firestorm 3. You can see Graham Bone at the controls there using that pneumatic flipper to pin Panic Attack onto the side walls. And Panic Attack in real trouble here in this All-Stars clash for a place, don't forget, in the All-Stars quarterfinals. There's Dead Metal and also Kill a Lot. Dead Metal on the slam. I think trying to thrust, to be honest. Panic Attack out of the arena. Also taking a cursory nudge is Firestorm. There, once again getting completely in underneath, actually. Slipping away through, but into the CPZ, which is dangerous, because the house robots can move in there. Refbot having a look. How long has Panic Attack been immobilised? Is Panic Attack immobilised? The forklift is waggling, but it is being counted down and counted out here, Panic Attack. And Firestorm 3 has done it again to the attack, boys.
Cease.
Well, that is a major surprise. Panic Attack rated as one of the top 6 robots anywhere, out to Firestorm 3, and coming up another great All-Stars clash. These are the best robots around. Jules is in the pits.
Yes, indeed, Jonathan. I'm here with one of the undisputed All-Stars of the 3rd and 4th Wars. I'm, of course, talking about the unstoppable killing machine that is Hypno-Disc and the Rose family. Boys, we've seen your robot in action so many times. Do you even need a strategy?
Well, quite simply, just attack is the best form of defence.
Fighting talk. And you're up against Behemoth. Anything to say to them?
Behemoth boys, you better call a local scrap metal merchant. You're going to need him.
And from what I can see, boys, your robot's half built and it's got no weapons.
It doesn't have a weapon, but we're indestructible.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
They say this big, cumbersome-looking robot is indestructible. Not the quickest around with 7 miles an hour top speeds. The pneumatic scoop, not the most destructive, but they are so difficult to beat.
Hi, I'm Kane Aston,
Anthony Pritchard,
and Michael Pritchard. We're here with Behemoth. We're back this time, bigger, better, bolder.
From Middleton Cheney, Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-Disc.
Sleek and mean, twice a grand finalist. Slightly the heavier here, and it's used that extra weight to give the disc twice as much power as before. Terrifying.
Hi, I'm Dave Rose, team captain of Hypno-Disc. These are our team members, Derek and our father Ken. We made a number of improvements this Wars, the main one being a much more powerful weapon. It's awesome now, it's going to cause the ultimate destruction.
And just to make things interesting, our 2 house robots in the arena, Sergeant Bash with the long tongue of fearsome flame, and Dead Metal ready to put the squeeze on anything with those punishing pincers. The Rose boys at the controls of Hypno-Disc, and there's Anthony Pritchard, controls of Behemoth. The Refbot in the middle of these two things. Behemoth on the charge. Hypno-Disc backing away to come forward with an onslaught, but the scoop at the front of Behemoth was too strong, withstood the pressure and the power and the punishment. And this is interesting. I didn't think it would go this far. Look at that. The scoop simply deflecting Hypno-Disc away. Is this the sort of style to defeat Hypno-Disc? The Behemoth fan club thinks so. Look at this. Bash! Lifting the scoop just at the right time to deflect the disc away. The indestructible disc. And again, just a little flick that pushed Hypno-Disc aside. And once again, it's like a toreador dancing away from the bull. The onrushing bull again is Hypno-Disc. At the control of Behemoth, Anthony Pritchard. He's a model maker now. By profession is Anthony. And a model lesson here to roboteers everywhere, how to take on Hypno-Disc's spinning weapon. Behemoth, they say, cannot be beaten, and they've driven Hypno-Disc into the CPZ, and Sergeant Bash has it in its clutches. Look at this. This is a great drive by Behemoth. Out comes the flick of flame from Sergeant Bash's torch. Hypno-Disc is going nowhere at the moment, and they know it. They're in trouble. Oh, look at this. Dead Metal's attacking Behemoth. That is bang out of order. He can't do that. And the ref bot quite rightly going in. Is he giving him a yellow card, I wonder? I think he's brandished there. Yes, he has. The metal gets a yellow card, quite rightly so. Get out of there. We'll argue with the ref bot. Not in his current mood. Oh dear. Hypno-Disc. This is another surprise here. Hypno-Disc away from Sergeant Bash, only just spinning on its side and then over, just away from the clutches, but it was a good attack again by Behemoth. There goes Hypno-Disc, finally away, but time is running out on them, they know it. Now they try and get the disc stoked up to its maximum revolution, but facing the wrong way. This is all Behemoth, and it's been a superb display from them. Oh, Dead Metal's coming in again. That was a tackle from behind by Dead Metal. Shouldn't have been in there. Refbot, get involved! No! What is he doing here, Dead Metal? Had no right to take on Behemoth at all. And Behemoth now replying and retaliating, and the Refbot does come in, I think. Yes, indeed he has. He sent Dead Metal back into the CPZ. You cannot come out and play anymore, you naughty boy. Homeboy, and do not come out again. Are we going to see Hypno-Disc beaten again like this? I wonder. This is a real clue now for the rest of our competitors. Later on in the series, in all sorts of events, and they will realise they've got work to do. There's Hypno-Disc on the flame pit being torched, is going nowhere. The disc is spinning, you can see that wildly, but I think the motors have been burnt out. It is immobile on that flame pit. And this is a crispy end here for Hypno-Disc. Driven onto that flame pit by Behemoth. This has certainly been one of the best pieces of robot stylistics we've ever seen in the wars. And an extreme version, Behemoth have seen Hypno-Disc counted out. Well, look at that, they're stunned. I don't think they can believe it either.
A red card for excessive involvement. Hypno-Disc are immobilised. Controversially, Behemoth are the winners. Come on, lads. What do you think of that then?
We finally beat him. Wow, what a tough one that was.
I bet your bottle was going when you got drawn up with the Hypno-Disc boys.
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
You put some sort of like titanium plates around the sides.
Well, we've got, the side panels are now titanium, which is where they were aluminium, but we've also put an accent on it. So the side panels are okay. Just the bucket looks like it's got a bit of damage, but it still works even with that damage.
And it could go all the way this time.
Yeah, well, if we can get that bucket bent right.
If you can beat Hypno-Disc, you can beat anyone.
Yeah.
All right, lads, I've got to have a word with the lads. You are always the bridesmaids and never the brides. What went wrong?
I think one of the tyres has actually come off and it's jammed on the inside of the rim.
I thought the disc was going to stop working.
Yeah, I thought we were going to lose the disc there, but no, it kept going. But once you'd lost motion on the tyres, that was it. We were finished.
Commiserations, lads. Yeah. Commiserations.
Behemoth jobs. They did a good job.
Behemoth did do a good job. Let's hear it for Behemoth. All righty.
So we're halfway through our all-star first round heats, and the 4 quarter-finalists so far: Chaos 2, Wheelie Big Cheese, Firestorm, and the hugely impressive Behemoth.
Shock, horror, Hypno-Disc. How could you let this happen?
Well, we tried our best. I mean, Behemoth put up a good fight. They didn't really do much damage to us, but what actually stopped us in the end was this wheel here is jammed up for some reason. The self-righting arm worked fantastic. They flipped us over. That tipped us back up right. We were really pleased with that.
They put up a good fight, didn't they?
They did, yeah. It was aiming for their bucket. We hit a number of times. It was still working, so they deserved the win.
We just kept driving straight into him. Just charged for him.
You were relentless, weren't you?
Well, I did say earlier that it's indestructible, proving my word.
Exactly. Well done, Behemoth.
So, the reason we're all here tonight, our International Inferno. There's 4 teams from around the world fighting, and boy, are they fired up.
Hi, we're Team Voltage and our roboter is Flensburger Power. We're going to the International Inferno and fight against USA, Great Britain and the Netherlands. And we're going to do some big damage.
Well, hello, we're Team BEFL,
and this is our robot Maximill. As you see, our robot looks very good, so we don't want any other robots to damage our robot. We would like to call for all other roboteers, do not damage our robot, drive straight for the pit, do not touch us.
So, the rest of the world fancy their chances in the war zone, do they? Well, we shall see. Because when it comes to robots, Britain's got the cream of the crop. And to prove it, here's how we do it. Right here, right now, Mayhem style.
One winner from each of our Mayhem battles goes through to one of our Annihilators later on in the series. Wild Thing, will it be he, or Arnold A. Terminegger, or an impressive newcomer to Robot Wars, Fluffy, with very powerful weaponry? Watch out for that one.
From High Wycombe in Buckinghamshire, Arnold Terminegger.
A box on wheels with red glowing eyes behind dark glasses. The chassis is a steel water tank from the loft. The axe and hammer blows will not be soft.
From London, Fluffy.
The lightest in this Mayhem, the slowest too, but the polycarbonate armour is 16mm thick and the weapon is like a double-edged spinning axe. This is no fluffy toy here.
From Ash in Hampshire, Wild Thing.
Fast around the arena at 10 miles an hour on twin electric motors. The new giant cutting disc spins at 6,000 RPM. That's the fastest we've ever seen. And our two house robots thrown in. The fiery tempered Sergeant Bash. The flame will burn. The pincers will twist and turn. And Sir Killalot with the lance and those formidable crushing hydraulic jaws.
Roboteers, stand by.
Peter Holroyd, the captain of Fluffy.
3.
The Wild Thing and Arnold Terminegger teams in together. Immediately, it's Wild Thing who goes on to the attack. That's Arnold Terminegger at the bottom. That's Fluffy getting away from trouble. Now coming on the attack of the Wild Thing and the Addams family. There's Terminegger with the flashing eyes, but look at that circular weapon of Wild Thing. It's a new addition here. Down comes the Terminegger blade, but no damage really sustained. And Wild Thing locked together there with Fluffy at this moment in time. Peter Holroyd, the captain of Fluffy. And Fluffy is driven onto the arena angle grinder, and in comes Arnold Terminegger with its smashing and crashing and hammer blows onto the chassis of Fluffy. I don't think it's actually causing much damage, is it? And it's knocked over. Arnold goes over, pushed by the Wild Thing. It's like a great pendulum weapon, backwards and forwards. Is it really controlled aggression, though? By Ian Inglis, wife Steph, daughter Holly. Terminegger on the attack again on Wild Thing. To be honest, that circular blade has not been as effective as we thought it might have been. That's nudged the pitch of doom button, the release button. Oh, and Terminegger very, very close. Meanwhile, I think Fluffy has been immobilised down in the pit. That's where they want Fluffy or Terminegger, a Wild Thing to go. They're not fussy, let's be honest. There's Fluffy. Well, what was Fluffy? Killalot in for a gruesome ending, I'm sure. The spike of Terminegger down onto the chassis of Wild Thing, and they turn Wild Thing onto its side. And Arnold Terminegger may not look the sleekest of robots, but it's very effective. And turning on one tyre there, Wild Thing, but they cannot self-right, it seems to me. Killalot, meanwhile, is toying with Fluffy. Wild Thing comes over, onto its side again, crashes down, will spin away now. And Wild Thing will come onto the attack, motoring up to 10 miles an hour. Very close between the two of them. Don't forget, only one robot will go through to one of our Annihilator finals. Last robot standing. If there are two remaining, it'll go to a judge's decision. Fluffy's out of it, of course, and is on to the arena. Flipper any second now. 1, 2, 3. Sails through the air. Bang, and a crash. and down into the pit. They got their wish. Look at that, it was great. Who's our man behind the target in there? Craig, I wonder. I think he's behind the controls. Spinning like a threepenny bit. Oh dear, have I just shown my age? How many of you can remember threepenny bits? Into the pit anyway. I digress. Wild Thing onto the attack. Under Arnold, Terminegger. A bang and a crash. And look at flame. The House Robots want their revenge on anything that's going. There are the controls of Wild Thing, Nick Adams. The Arnold Terminegger team captain is Ian English, and it'll go to the judges' decision to decide who goes through. It'll be close for them. They await to see the judges' marks on style control, damage and aggression, Professor Martin Smith, Professor Noel Sharkey, and visual effects designer Matt Irvin. Let's have a look at the highlights. Wild Thing on the aggressive attack. Terminegger rolling over, Wild Thing again. Points gained for the Adams family. But Arnold Terminegger's resilience, smashing and crashing down on Wild Thing that was battered at the end, may well count in its favour too. Wild Thing just running itself to live to fight another day. And that was the end of Fluffy. We enjoyed that.
You had that one. You had that one and then you helped them out.
Well, we're trying not to. We're trying to get around so we can hit them some more.
Well, it's gone to the judges now. They've made a decision. Looking at style, control, damage and aggression. And it doesn't really matter. They've gone for Arnold A. Terminegger! That was a split decision, 2-1. But they did have you beaten, really, didn't they? And then they kind of...
Yeah, we got to turn up on our side and they kept on hitting us with the axe. I'm very disappointed. I think we should have had that, actually.
Really?
We'll get you back.
Grudge
match, I think.
What do you think? The judges are wrong?
I think they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Wild Thing! Well...
I'm amazed.
You're amazed that you won?
Yes.
So, you're through to the Annihilator. You were the underdogs. What do you think about being in the Annihilator? Six robots going head-to-head, all
I think
all
it's
fighting
absolutely great. We don't stand a chance, but it would still be great.
You're not just going to be cannon fodder, are you?
I hope not. I hope that we can do some damage to someone.
Yeah. Robots performing well, though. Performing better than it ever has.
It's a very versatile machine.
Yeah.
With the lifter and the axe. It's just not tough enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to see you in the Annihilator. Hope all goes well. Let's go ballistic for Arnold A. Terminegger! Well, we're all getting charged up for the big International Inferno. 4 killer champ robots from around the world in a straight fight to the death. We've met the Germans, we've met the Dutch. Now, who's battling for Britain and America?
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis. This is my son Michael. This is the robot Panic Attack. The weapon this time is powered by 2 electrical linear actuators which give it enough power to lift 170 kilos. The new weapon on it this time is the lid. We can open it or close it via remote control to either lift or trap other robots which get trapped on top. We're here to entertain, and that's what we're hoping we're going to do.
This is Team Manta. This is our robot Manta. We're from Virginia, and we're here to kick some ass.
Manta's coming your way.
Never in the field of human conflict will so many robots get such a good kicking.
But now, we're going straight over to Julia in the pits, where I hear there's been a new challenger for the challenge belt. Is that right, Julia? Is that possible?
Well, as you know, Craig, Behemoth currently hold the title and they have the belt. But during that last fight, we found them new opposition. And it is, of course, Stinger. You are going to challenge them, are you not? And what have you got to say to them?
They just do not deserve that belt. Show me where they earned it. We're going to take that belt and whip their butts with it.
And how badly do you want it, Stinger?
We are going to take it, and we are going to keep it. And if they think that they're deserving of it, think again.
Well, that certainly sounds like a challenge to me. Let's see if the opposition will accept it. Behemoth, strong words from Stinger. Is it all talk?
Same way as Steel Avenger, we're going to wipe them over the floor.
OK, now this is the second defence of the challenge belt for you guys. If you do it 3 times, you get to keep it. So is the pressure on?
It is a bit, but we've got a piece from Steel Avenger, and we're going to get a piece from Stinger to add to the collection.
Good luck, team. See you in the war zone.
Behemoth given the challenge belt by the World Association of Robotics War. And out to prove the claim, they are indestructible so far. They've had one challenger, John Willoughby Steel Avenger, who were flipped, then flopped, went into the CPZ, and completely stopped, thereby avenging nothing.
So, Steel Avenger, no contest. This belt is ours. Anyone else who wants to challenge us to it, bring it on.
From Branston, Lincoln, Stinger.
The strength comes from the bludgeoning device with the spike. Very quick too at 18 miles an hour. A weakness, it sometimes whizzes out of control, or apparently anyway.
I'm Kevin Scott, the team captain. This is Carl Skinner and Tim Mann. The three of us put this creation together. We came third in the last wars, and we're looking to go all the way with an axe and two wheels.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
Earlier in the show, we saw them with no menacing weaponry. Now they have an axe. The feathers, a reminder of the dust-up with Steel Avenger. Now they want another scalp. And as usual, two house robots. Dead Metal has a chance to get at Behemoth again after being red-carded earlier in the show against him. And of course, Sir Killalot will always thunder, roar, and menace. And as the two teams prepare, Anthony Pritchard's at the controls of Behemoth. And there Kevin Scott, the team captain of Stinger. The green light from Refbot. And we're off and underway. Stinger swings and pivots. Just almost caresses that bucket scoop at the front of Behemoth with the mighty bludgeoning mace. There you see what I was alluding to earlier on. Does it spin out of control, or is that controlled aggression by Kevin Scott at the controls of Stinger? That's a good attack. Slamming down on the bucket scoop. But it just comes forward and forward, Behemoth. Rarely retreats. Irrepressible. Just another shove, forward momentum, and in the end it has pinned Stinger onto the arena wall. Just drove almost like a sheepdog in the pen, pushing the animal where it wanted to go, in this case into the CPZ. There's Killalot, and now Behemoth quite rightly gets away from trouble. No wonder, but Stinger hasn't. It's dallied too long in the CPZ, and that means that Sir Killalot once again can grapple at the very axle of Stinger, and you can hear that buzzer going off. That means Behemoth has pressed the pit release button. There goes the pit, look, it's opened up. I don't think Stinger has been immobilised yet, so Killalot couldn't push Stinger down into the pit. No, he's had to let him go. Once I caught a fish alive. Why did you let him go? Because I have absolutely no idea where I'm going on this one then. Sorry about that, but my embarrassment has been saved anyway by Behemoth on the attack. Pushing Stinger away from the pit, ironically. Getting his body in the way of Stinger in the pit. And allowing the Stinger mace to once again come herring down. Behemoth a little push beyond the great steam jet from the arena floor. Stinger onto the arena sidewalls by the angle. Right in comes Behemoth, lifting and thrusting. Perhaps it was just delaying tactics to get it up on the great bulldozer. Look at this. And Stinger almost into the pit on that occasion. Very, very close. Oh, and nearly again. It's on its last wheels. It's in. At long last, Stinger goes down and Behemoth have kept the challenge belt. Splendid stuff. They didn't lose their way. I did. This was a great two-pronged attack by Behemoth. The drive and then holding Stinger in place with the axe and dragging it away like some common bit of prey, almost into the pit, just surviving. And a wheelie crazy end to it all, just about now. Down it went. That was great fun.
Oh, Behemoth, what a beast! This is what they are fighting for. This is what they wanted to keep hold of. And Behemoth Behemoth have done it! Stinger in the pits! Behemoth keep the challenge belt! You were shouting your mouth off. You were giving it the big one. You were giving it large. You were saying you're going to have these boys. And where did you end up? The pit of oblivion. Talk me through it.
Well, we went in there, we got loads of side swipes. Did you see the sparks coming off that bumper of theirs?
We saw the side swipes, we saw the sparks, and however, we did see them pick you up in their bucket and dump you in the pit. You wanted the Robot Wars Extreme Challenge belt, and guess what? You haven't got it, because it goes to Behemoth. Have the belt, lads. There you go. You've made 2 successful defences of the challenge belt, man.
Yeah, we have.
Feeling good about that?
Yeah, beautiful on the axe.
But they were giving you a good whacking.
Oh yeah, it was definitely getting a whack in there, but it's a strong little thing.
What do you want to say? Because, like, you know people are coming for this belt. You know they want it.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to say to any other challengers?
Bring it on. We've shown what we can do.
You are ready to rumble.
We are indestructible.
You are indestructible. You are Behemoth.
Yes, we
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. The indestructible Behemoth! Well done, guys.
So Behemoth hold on to the challenge belt. So far 2 challengers dispatched. Steel Avenger, and we've just seen Stinger go. One more success, they hold on to the belt. But who'll be next?
And now, my friends, for I call you friends, the moment has arrived. But are we ready for this International Inferno? Are you ready to set the war zone on fire? Then let's check out those who are about to die. We salute you.
Our 4 world powers: Panic Attack from the United Kingdom, from Holland, Maximill, from the United States of America, Manta, and from Germany, Flensburger power. Normal Mayhem rules apply. The last robot standing wins.
I'm in the pits with the sole UK representative in the International Inferno. It's Panic Attack. They won the second wars, so we're feeling pretty confident. We're glad it's you, team. Are you looking forward to this?
Yes, I am.
Go in there, see what happens. Kim, what's the strategy?
Don't know. We haven't seen any of them running, so we don't know what they'll do. We'll just go in and see what happens.
Well, the arena is waiting for you. Team, good luck from me and from the rest of Britain. In you go. And the American team is Manta. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Have you checked out the opposition yet? What do you think?
We looked at them. I don't know. Panic Attack looks a little formidable. Might be watching out for them.
Yeah, pretty good, let me tell you.
I think we can take them.
Do you?
Yeah.
We're the US. Make them more.
And the representative from Holland is the Maximill team. Now, word in the pits is that you've been making some secret last-minute adjustments to your robot. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Can we have a look?
No. We'll see it all on the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can't wait. And representing Germany in the International Inferno is High Voltage. Now, apparently the team doesn't speak any English, and I certainly don't speak any German, but guys, good luck.
Thank you very much.
This is going to be an international stormer. But Jonathan, few robots we've never seen before. What are your thoughts on them?
The first time that 4 champions from around the globe have been in the war zone together. Maximill from Holland has the 2 steel pins that press down. Manta from the States, very quick, well-armoured. Flensburger power from Germany doesn't seem to me to have too much power or weaponry either, so the one to beat has to be Panic Attack, our own Series 2 champions, with the forklifts. It's the boys from the Wales for me.
They've travelled a long way to get here, packing just pride, determination and naked aggression. So let's bring them on so we can bang a gong and then get it on.
From Germany, Flensburger power.
A green machine powered by a windscreen wiper motor, but I can't see any damage raining down from this. But all power to your elbow if you can prove me wrong.
from the United States of America, Manta.
A six-wheel drive fighting machine, stealthy, looking very fast at 20 miles an hour. A carbide ramming point in the rear and spinning case-hardened steel blade hammer in front provide the weaponry.
From Holland, Maximill.
Took a year to design and build. When it stands up, it looks like a windmill. Cost £1,000. The windmill creates kinetic energy with sharp steel juts at 500 rotations a minute, spinning wildly.
From Thornhill in Cwmbran, Gwent, Panic Attack.
This is a modification of the previously successful Panic Attack robot. Now with the skirts on the side, the electric pneumatic lifting fork can also grab, powered by 2 lorry windscreen wipers. Our 2 house robots thrown in. Matilda with the tusks and spinning flywheel, making her an attractive force. Attractive, are you sure? And Shunt with the bulldozer and diamond-edged axe. Diamonds are a bot's best friend.
Musketeers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Panic Attack nudging down towards Flensburger power. There's Maximill coming in with a spinning wheel. Slamming onto Manta, taking on the Dutch destroyer then. Pushing Maximill away onto the flame pit. Doesn't look too much like a windmill to me. I don't know about you. Manta, very aggressive. Looks like a little stealth bomber, doesn't it, out there? And a driving force in underneath Maximill. Obviously, Manta believes they are the weakest of these 4 machines out there. Panic Attack and Flensburger power, at this moment in time, staying largely away from trouble. You can just see Panic Attack attacking there. Flensburger power, a little bit of a shove. And so the Germans onto the flame pit. Maximill using that flywheel weaponry, but not creating too much carnage. Certainly for me, it's Manta, the most aggressive of all these at this moment in time. Manta from the United States of America, the team from Stevens City. Maximill into the CPZ, which means that Matilda can come in with its own flywheel now. Very heavy, very destructive. And also Shunt comes down with a diamond-edged axe. And Maximill in real problems in there now. The Dutch hope. And they're not smiling, those tulips from Amsterdam right at this moment in time. And Flensburger power's been counted out as well. And Manta in the background's being dragged around by Panic Attack. So Panic Attack, our own UK hopes here, has suddenly come on the offensive and has got in underneath there. The USA hope Manta. A Manta ray of hope for the USA. I think not. You are now impaled on those forks and there is no way out for Manta. We know that Flensburger power is gone, and I don't see too much life in Maximill from my position up here. Manta, very much the aggressor again against Panic Attack. We've sent the ref bot to have a check on Maximill. Glancing down. Is it immobilised? We'll see any moment now if the ref bot decides to count it out. And he is indeed counting out the Dutch team here. Well, it's not a Dutch master, let's be honest. Maximill disappointed in the end. And that leaves just the 2. They've gone, Flensburger power. They were a bit of a silent and deadly team, weren't they, the Germans? And here we see the very end of the windmill. It'll be windmilling through the air right now. Part came off, that'll be a trophy for our cabinet room here, underneath the war zone. And they liked it, which is very strange. Strange the symbols on the back. Here they go. Away through. For sale, it says on the bottom, I think. No wonder. Any buyers? Panic Attack. Left with Manta to win this international clash. And when Panic Attack gets in underneath, the United States of America team, Jeff Sesnick, Billy Bowden and Chris Tyson have no answer here. Bit of a stalemate, isn't it, though? Go on, Matilda, nudge that. Yeah, go on, that's what I was going to suggest. Nudge that tyre, because that opens up the pit to end the stalemate. Manta is right on the lip of defeat here. On the very edge. How on earth are they holding on? They're not holding on any longer. They're in the pit. And Panic Attack and Kim Davis have triumphed in the International Inferno. We get our little bit of revenge on Flensburger power. Matilda wants a slice.
cease.
But it's Panic Attack the victors here for the UK. The boys from Cwmbran in Gwent have won another major tussle against the foreign foe this time. From Holland, from Germany, and from the USA, it doesn't matter.
Well, did you like that? Did you like that? I think you're all being a little bit xenophobic, you know. What happened to one world? Getting on with our cousins from overseas? This is Robot Wars, you can't be like that. The winners, of course, representing Great Britain, are Panic Attack. Come on out, lads. Panic Attack. That's no way to treat our international cousins.
Oh, that was harder than we thought.
It was harder than you thought?
Yeah, the Americans very fast.
Do you think the Brits have still got an edge on the Americans, or are they catching up? Because you know in America everything's bigger and better.
No, I think it's about even. Well, maybe we're slightly ahead over here, but
I
not
suppose
much.
we've got history and they've got last week.
Maybe.
I sensed a little bit of Neil from the Germans and the Dutch, actually.
Well, we started off saying, right, you go for the orange one and I'll go for the green one. But literally after we first hit, that was it. All plans went out the window. It was just hit anything that came near you.
Mayhem, complete destruction and carnage. Ladies and gentlemen, please, go hell for leather for Panic Attack! Well, they came to Britain with their suntan cream, but they got tanned on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye.
Alexander Armstrong gets his